So this picture slideshow shows how I assembled this Gopuram step by step. So first picture you see it's showing I used the nailing to attach this Gopuram. Make sure you use 3 at least in each side. First drill the hole and the size of the nail you have, and then just use the hammer to ham the nail inside this hole. And so as you can see on the next picture, I did in all 4 corners, 3 nails in each corner. Then that's how it looks after I joined all together. Then I think I mentioned in my previous video that where I showed how I cut the this Gopuram without miter saw machine, there was a gap. I could see the natural wood color, which was looking weird. So I cut it this crown molding, which I had and also showed in my video. So I just used a wood, I cut it the size that I needed, and then I just glued it. That's all I did here. I didn't use any nailing. Just wood glue is very hard. You have to just let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure you use very less glue because it's very sticky and also it's very if you put too much, it will start slipping, it won't stay there. So just put a thin layer of glue and then just press with your hands, put a pressure for some time, for 10-15 seconds, and then let it dry for 10-15 minutes, and it will be all stick strongly it won't fall. Even you can try to pull it. So this is what I did in all 4 corners to cover that gap. And then I assembled that board on the top to cover the top, where I cut it first, the board that I need the size of my Gopuram, and then I just did a 3 nailing in each side to make sure it's strong and sturdy, it doesn't fall off or something. So this is what I did, and this is what it looks like in the next picture after I assemble this board on the top of the Gopuram. And this picture shows where I added the height. Height is very important for this Gopuram. I had, like I said in my previous video, that I had a shelf sitting in my home so there was an extra shelf. I just cut it the size that I needed. So just I just first I did the hole on both sides of the shelf, and then I drilled a hole using that hole on the top on the Gopuram. As you can see, I circled in black color circle, and then I just put the regular this screw, and I tightened the screw with the screwdriver, the manual screwdriver. If you have a electric screwdriver, your job will be very easy and fast, just like we drill the hole with the electric or driller machine. So otherwise, this is the way I did it, because I only have the driller which I can just use to hold the drill, to hold the wood or hole in walls or anywhere that I needed to. And so this is all. This is what it looks like when I covered the bottom of the Gopuram to add the height. This picture shows like that. So next picture shows, see, this is the height. The reason I'm doing this height, because I put this small crown molding on the edge of the cabinet, which you can see the clear picture is right here. Next picture. See, if I didn't add the height, if you see circle, my little design of the Gopuram from the bottom, it was gonna hidden back in front of this crown molding that I have on the edge of my cabinet on the top. So it's very important to add a height. If you're not putting a crown molding on the edges of on the edge of the cabinet, then you don't need to add the height. And as you can see also in this picture, I added there is a red arrow. You see, this is another extra crown molding I added on the top. So to hide the gap of the board, because in my Gopuram DIY where I showed how I cut the Gopuram. It showed, you can see there's a gap between, so I covered with this this crown molding. And also I needed to put strip LED lights on it, so that's why I needed anyway this crown molding, so I can stick my strip LED light to work all around this crown molding. And as you also can see small circles on the left, where these are the called finials, which is gives the mandir look, temple look. So I added a height too. I had a leftover some wood which I got it from the shelf. The one I had it, the one I added in the bottom of the Gopuram. So I cut it into square pieces. So I can also add a height on for that as well. So it can be this whole finial can be visible when I at the front. So as you can see, I circle white small circle. It's just a square small piece. I just roughly cut it, and then as to install these finials, you also need to hole in the wood first, in that square in that wood, and then just it comes with at the bottom of this finial you will see like a screwdriver type screw thing. So you just have to just tighten with the hand, just use it, keep tightening it, and it will. So make sure everything you hold this, make sure you use there's a different sizes of I don't know what it's called. It's different size of tools comes to hold this to hold according to your nail size. So that's what I replace on my drilling machine to see what size of my screw is. So I just get like an idea, like which will work better. If it's too hard to tighten the screw, then I will use another tool to make a bigger hole or something like that. I'm sure you are familiar with how to use a drilling machine, how to do the holes. So I hope I make sense. So this is how my Gopuram is done, step-by-step process. Hope that will help you all.